Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a pinch pot. I've done a drawing up here just to kind of show you the different steps. Step one would be compressing the ball of clay into a nice ball without wrinkles. So I'm going to use my wire tool, slice off some clay here. And the ideal amount of clay that you want to use is like, if you put your hands cupped together like this, you'd want to put the amount of clay should be the equal to the space inside your hands would be the ideal. So I cut some off with my wire tool. Make sure to cover your bag once you grab your clay, because the clay exposed to the air is going to dry out faster. Then I'm going to use my hands in that same cupping motion, kind of compacting the ball of clay so that I have a nice, smooth, solid ball of clay. I've made a couple before and I'm going to show you why, just to show you the ideal way to pinch the pinch cup. So I form the ball. What I do is I look for as round as I can get it or spherical in shape. I'm looking for wrinkles. I want to get rid of all the wrinkles or cracks in the clay because they will open up to be bigger cracks when you pinch. I'm going to open by drilling my thumb into the ball. Open the ball. And then after I open it, I'm going to start thinning out the bottom portion first. So I keep my hand loose here and I'm going to pinch from the bottom like this. And notice when I'm pinching, I'm rotating the ball with every pinch, slightly rotating it so that I'm thinning out the bottom of the ball of clay, making pinch cups. So the interesting thing about pinch cups, they're some of the first archaeological evidence that humans use clay. So some of the first things we've found that are thousands and thousands of years old are pinch cups from a variety of different cultures. And you're going to learn that from the different modules that will expose you to the different eras of history of ceramic work. So right now I have my ball with the bottom thinned out, and the first step opening should look something like, cut this one in half. It should be just your thumb inserted in there, about 1/4 inch from the bottom. And then as I pinch the bottom, which I've done on this one, you can see how it's thinner on the bottom part, but I'm leaving this part thicker. This is the potential. So this is where I can kind of stretch and grow into kind of a more like an open cup like this, or whatever form. You could do a deeper cup. And I'm going to keep pinching and rotating. And now I'm working up on the upper part, creating the lip of the cup. And remember, slow, kind of even pinches. Try to make sure that you're applying equal pressure on each pinch so that your pinch pot stays relatively even wall thickness, and I'm just stretching it slightly thinner as I rotate and move it around. It's always nice to have a board to work on. You can see why I can, on a wear board, because I can move my cup around like this. And I'm gonna pinch so that the bottom thickness and the side wall thickness, and then the lip should all be about the same thickness. Ideal thickness would be the thickness of like a pencil or a marker, about this thick, or the thickness of your finger. So you have kind of a gauge on your own body of like how thick the wall of a pinch pot should be. Okay, and that's my pinch cup. And I think I'm gonna cut this one open just to show you hopefully what a nice even wall thickness is. One last thing on your pinch cup would be compressing the edge so that you're smoothing it and making it as nice and even as you can, like this. This is a great project because you don't really need that many tools. One tool, if you have some lumps, you can use is you can paddle. It's called paddling. And I'm going to use my wooden rib, and I'm going to gently hold it like this and just kind of tap. And what it does is sort of presses those fingerprints from the pinch process and smooths it out. It also, compressing your clay molecules usually leads to a more successful ceramic project. Like this. So let's cut this one open and see how we did. So it's okay to try a couple pinch cups before you decide on the ones you want to save. So I think that's a pretty even thickness. The next video is going to show you how to put a foot ring, which is basically making a stable base. See you then.